Good morning, everybody. It's Denise here, Denise Junk Journal UK. Oh, just spotted that my microphone's not in. Hold your ears a moment. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining me, Denise Junk Journals UK. So I'm starting a new project today. It is still a winter project, but it's not the Christmassy blues and greens or even pinks that I've just been doing. So let's settle in and have a look what I'm going to do. So it's a kit from Janie B that I got last year. I still haven't looked it up. I think it's called Winter. I might be wrong. It might be something completely different, but that's what I've got it saved under on my computer, so I don't know if that's the name of it or not. So I'll just quickly go through the pages with you. Obviously I want to try and get the wintry, Christmassy wintry, because it is a little bit Christmassy. It's not Santa and things like that, but there's a bit of holly on it, and there's an odd snowflake. So yeah, I'd like to get these done so that I can I can get on with the new exciting planning project that we're about to start, and move on to new things. So I want to get this one done. So it's been sitting in the wings a while, so I hope you're all well. So let's go through the papers first. It is going to be a mainly kit pages book journal, this one. I'm not going to mess about putting lots of different things in it, but as you can see the pages are quite that's not the right colour, they're quite detailed. Yeah, got a lot on them. Nice colours, some reds and blues. Yep, some holly, bit of holly and deer there, you see, so it's a little bit, well, I don't suppose that's Christmas either, is it? I suppose it is all winter. Yeah, I'm loving the snowflakes on it. Like that, it's got an effect of gold behind it. Obviously I'll put a link to the kit. I think that's it for the actual journal pages. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know if I'd pulled that out to put in or not. I think that might be a repeat. I think there's 6, there might be 7 anyway. And I will literally just trim them round. They've got a border around like a photograph. I think I must be on printing photograph settings, but it's only a tiny border, and yeah, it'll have to be trimmed down to go in the cover that I'm planning anyway. So yeah, 7 of those, probably a music page in a doily. That will probably be it. I've got a couple of pages here that are just one-sided, so for whatever bits of ephemera I want to create or decorate, etc. Oh, there we go, etc. Yeah, there are 3 postcards that I think I've printed them out 3/4 the size. I might be wrong, but I do like to use these for pockets and tucks, so I've printed those on card. I like to cut them out, sew round them and use them as pockets. And here's a page. There is quite a lot of ephemera with it, so yeah, a pocket there and a journal card. I'm not, as you know, I'm not a great fan of tabs or these tabs and banners, so I might probably not use those, but I'll definitely back those 2 and cut them out. Tickets I love, absolutely love, so yeah, I'll be back in at the tickets because it is on fairly thin paper, this, and those few tags. And there's a double tag there. I hope I'm in camera. Yeah, a double tag there and a few more tags. So I will be popping all those onto some backing paper and cutting them out. I've got a little square here. I don't know how I ended up with that. I was obviously making something with it. That's quite sweet, isn't it? That'll probably find its way in there somewhere. And then the cover. So I'm going to use this bit of nearly said material then. Wallpaper up that I've had in my stash for a while. You'll have seen me use, I had a very similar grey and silver piece. It's just a sample that my sister got for me, and this is a pinker version of it, but it's got the roses on it. It's glittery, so it's probably not picking it up in the camera, but yeah, it's glittery and it's nice and thick. And then I found this piece of glitter board in my stash. I hope that's not playing up with the camera, but it is just white on the back, so that's going to be the inside. So I'm going to use this as the size. I'm just looking for my measuring board, bear with me a moment. Not measuring, it's right behind you, hang on. Scoring is the word I was looking for. Yeah, so I'm going to use this as the size for my journal. So let's have a look what we've got. I know, where's my ruler gone? Here it is, here. Yeah, so it's looking a little bit battered on the ends, but it will be covered, or will it? No, it won't, so it might need trimming down a little. So yeah, just to double check. I know I've got the inches on here, but the centimetres are just short of 30. And the inches 11 3/4. Yeah, I think the best thing I can do is fold it down the middle and then trim the edges. So we're going for, where's my, oh, it's there, 20, what did I say, 30, 15, just less a smidge. There's 15, so about there. I'm thinking that might be the middle. Right, I'm just going to have to put my arm around you a moment, so bear with me. Oh. I've not only got my arm around you, I've got my head behind you, so I can't see very well, but I think that's achieved what I wanted it to. Just to find the middle, let's see. No, you didn't, but it's going to be trimmed anyway, so that's not too drastic. I was just wondering if to make a come this side as well and make a teeny tiny. That's a long way now, isn't it? Yeah. So although it's not 12, it's saying that 6. Oh no, it's not quite 6, is it? I was going to say it's saying that 6 is the middle, but it's not. So that is it a 1/4 of an inch? An eighth of an inch, I think. Something like that. Let's get rid of that. And obviously I want it folding this way because I want the silver side out. That's it. Sorry, I know you can't see what I'm doing. I was just folding it the way I want it. Okay, so we're going to end up with it roughly 15 centimetres, 5 3/4 inches. So we'll probably, well, it will be 5 3/4 by the time I've taken a smidge off each side. I think I'll do that now, just to get rid of those. They're not bad, but the edges are a tiny bit, just a teeny tiny bit squashed and bent. And I'm thinking it will be stitched, but the edges will kind of be on show. So I might find myself, will definitely be inked, but I'm wondering if that's not very straight now, is it? If there'll be yeah, I might glue them or something. Right, have I got that? Let me just make sure I've got the fold straight before I no, that was the problem. I wasn't folded straight. That's a little bit better. Yeah, so I'm wondering if I might, you know, glue them as well as ink them, just to keep everything together. Oh, that's a lot of noise, wasn't it, first thing in the morning? Yep, so it's looks like the sun might be about to come out. It's not very early in the morning, but it is still early morning. Everybody in my household's still in bed. So what have we got? Oh no, we've cut it down quite a bit now. So just over 5, oh no we haven't. It's just under 5 3/4. Obviously this one, which is going on the outside, will be slightly bigger. Yeah, I want a piece of card for that to go on, don't I? It's not going to be thick enough just like that. Bear with me. Now, what have I got here? I might have some already out. Are you big enough? I think you are. Perfect. Yeah, I'm thinking if I cover that with this, and then that will sit in there perfectly. So I probably need to put a fold in the middle of this as well, like I did that one. So we're saying that's the middle, we'll go this. It's already got one. We'll have two like that one is, just so that it sits in a similar fashion. Okay, so I've put the two marks down it again through an 1/8 of an inch, did we say it was? Oops, come on. It's quite tough, this card, it doesn't want to have a second fold. Oh, we're getting there, that's it. That's it. Right, fold yourself square now. Don't be doing any of that. That's it. It's just kind of, I guess it kind of weakens the, you know, the middle where it's got to bend. So it will bend, so it doesn't go all out of shape as we use in the journal. That's it. That's it. Okay, so the next thing I want to look at is this, and is there a particular piece of it that I actually want to use? I love these big roses here, but that will be the back, won't it, if I put them there? The thing is, it's going to say little things on it. Perhaps we'd be better with it. Won't go that way, will it? It will, you know. Just, but I can probably get away with it. If I do it that side, I don't mind enjoy so much. Little things on its own just sounds a bit bizarre, doesn't it? What will it look like folded that way? I know the enjoy's going the other way round, but oops, that's not so bad, is it? We'll probably have a topper, possibly have a topper on it, won't we? Yeah, I'm going to go with it that way. I mean, obviously, if I make it and I don't like it, I've got plenty, haven't I? I've got plenty there to do another one. Or I can just put a nice big topper on it. Shall we go about there? Oh, I'm going to just pencil it and then cut it with my scissors. Pencil it, draw it with a pencil, and cut it with my scissors. Oops, sorry if I knocked you then. Okay, I'd like to know if anybody out there's starting any new projects. If you're going to share them with us, let me know what you're up to. I'm excited to start the new planner that Nanine has created. Tanya should be, I think she said she was showing it on Sunday, this Sunday. Yeah, so by the time you see this, hopefully that'll be up. Right, what am I doing? Let's have a think. Let's fold this first, and then if I'm going to glue, I need something on my table as well, don't I? Yeah, I am going to have the roses on the front now, aren't I? I've turned it that way, which I quite like. Got a bit of the enjoy on the back. Yep, quite like it like that. So what am I going to do? I'm going to glue the whole thing down. I think I might as well with some collal, I'm thinking, seeing as it's wallpaper. Let's just get something under there. Oh, to protect my table. Oh goodness. Right, I was bent right over under you then. I hope I didn't knock you. Oh, you've got yourself twisted. It still don't want to do that bend just yet. Let's give it another little reminder of who's boss, shall we? Come on. Fold yourself. Yeah, so I want it to be level whichever way I fold it. I want it to, yeah. Oh, little. It is strong, this craft card, I'll say that for it. Come on. Yep, so whichever way I fold it, it'll go. It's when I want it to then move the other way. It's resisting me. You know, I want it to kind of roll in the middle. It is. I think we've got it. Let's have a look. Yeah. So, I don't suppose it matters because I can turn it round at the minute if I'm doing it upside down, can't I? But I've not left an awful lot. I didn't want to turn an awful lot over for bulk, so I will be stitching it to hold it down once it's glued. But ooh, a nice bobble on the top of my glue. I find something so satisfying about peeling the dried glue off. That's my guilty admission today. Yeah, I think the best thing I can do is just get some glue on it and put it down. It'd be nice to have the cover done and ready to go. So this should be another one of my speedy makes, hopefully. Not coming out very thick. I haven't opened it too much, but I'll probably go from 0 to 60, see if I do. It's definitely got a distinct smell, that collal, I'll have to say. That seems to be down quite well. I don't want to speak too soon, but I must admit, whenever I've used wallpaper to make covers, it's always seemed like, if you get a nice thick one like this, quite a nice medium to work with. I shouldn't be saying it yet, should I? Yeah, but it usually lays nice and sticks well. Tempted fate now. Ooh. So I finally put my small tree up, so we are starting to look a little festive in the house. My small tree and a few Christmassy candles and ornaments, just a few small ones. We've not gone full on winter wonderland, but we've had a nod to the season. It's quite nice having a few lights on and candles lit on an evening. I do like that pink now, it's flattened on there. Yeah, so I'm now going to fold this over just like I would if it was material. So I think I'm now going to use the Fabri-Tac rather than the collal, just because am I in camera there yet? You know, it's quite thick wallpaper, and it's on, bending round now. I'm bending it round the card, the craft card. Oh, got a lovely broken nail there. Gosh. Yeah, my nails are starting to break really bad. I'm obviously need to pay a bit of more attention to my diet. Because I'm on the warfarin, I can't take supplements and things like that, so I have to make sure that my diet is properly balanced from my food. Nothing else. Some little clips, bear with me a minute, just to hold that down because you can see it's resisting. That's it. Yeah, and I've noticed they're all breaking. I'm also blaming it on washing up because I horror of horrors, don't have a dishwasher here, and there is no room to put mine in, so yeah, That's something I haven't thought about before. So that takes a lot more time up than, I mean, we don't have a lot of pots, but there's enough with 3 of us. And I don't like them sitting around, so I have to do them all the time. Yeah, and that's not, I do wear rubber gloves, but they still, I don't know, I guess your fingers kind of sweat inside them and what have you, don't they? What a lovely topic we're on this morning. Oh, I can see I've got an eruption coming in this here glue bottle. Yeah, so actually it must be not too cold out, because I have got up, I've got a woolly jumper on. I love to wear my big old, I've told you that before I think. A lot of them hand knitted woolies when I'm in here crafting. But yeah, I've not got my fire on and the heating's not on, so I don't know. It's either warm or I've got a temperature going on. I don't know which. I think if I sit too long I'll get cold, but yeah. Perhaps it's not as cold as I thought. I mean, the last few mornings that we've got up and, you know, we've had a lot on, so we've kind of got up and gone out and done stuff each morning. Yeah, we've had to, I say we, the royal we, de-ice the car and such like, and drive carefully because it was icy. So I'm wondering if that's not the case this morning. I'll just get some of that glue off my hands. I've got a wet cloth, but I haven't got a dry one. I've just put them in the bin because they were all inky from, I've done another one of those book page collage. Well, I've done it on an envelope. I'd show you it, but I've Mod Podged it and it's drying at the minute, but I will show you it. Yeah, so I used, that's better. I used all my, yes, what did I use? My cloths, my dry cloths on that, so they had to go in the bin. Right, I really have been mean, haven't I, with the amount that I've left myself. I can see that glue erupting, look. So I need to get a good fold on these before I glue them down. I was just hoping that trimming it nice and small like that meant it was going to be nice and neat. Let's hope that is the case. Okay, I think if we put some glue in there and then the clip's back on. Yep, because it's trying to stick already. Oh dear. Come on, Gloopy Lily. It needs filling again. There we go. I really shouldn't be using that for glue. I've got a thread. It does like to attach itself, that glue. Spider's webs coming off it. Yeah, I think that seems to have gone quite neat down if I get the pegs back on it again. What did I have on this one? What have I done with it? Don't know. Did I have anything on it? Well, let's have this on it. I'll hold it. Oh, that's a bit of glue sticking out there. Lovely job. Yeah, so it's a slow but not interesting. It's definitely not interesting. Picking glue off my hands again. It's a slow but satisfying job to do first thing in the morning. This gluing. Oh, that's a bit thin there. There's enough though. Just hope my silver card that's going in the inside is cut big enough to put over it. Yeah, a satisfying job to get done. Be nice to see it made and drying, ready to glue, ready to sew. I don't know why I'm keep tipping this the right way up, because I'm practically out. Probably because of the eruption. Let me try it on its side and see. I've got a bit of paper I can put it on. A piece of paper round here. Highly unlikely. Put it on that glue book. There we go. Oh, get the right thing in your hand. So it seems very quiet round here. I must admit, just as I turned my camera on, Mr. Next Door started banging and crashing, and I thought, it's as if he knows, but he stopped pretty quick, so... Oh, motorbike. Hopefully it was just a quick, whatever it was he was doing, and he's not going to start again while I'm crafting. Okay, so I'm just going to give those a few minutes because they're so small before I do the other side, so I've got something to quickly show you while we do that, even though my glue's doing a runny. So I've got to show you these, and I showed you the others. So just a few things that I've brought along that I'm going to embellish and use in the journal. So I've got a lovely green envelope from Tanya. I've just been through the little pile of things that Tanya sent me. So that's Tanya at Tatty Treasure. That's her YouTube and her Etsy store and channel. And she's always in my description if you don't know her. If you're one of the few people that don't know her and you need to find her. So she sent me a lovely green envelope, which I thought would go nice with the papers, which I wear under here. Oh, well, you can see it with these, can't you? This is a smaller version of them. Yep, so they're going to go really nice with those, the greys and the greens. So yeah, I thought we'd embellish that up and probably put it in the signature. Oh, train. Very loud train. Also from Tanya, a library card and pocket. Yep, so I thought we'd do the same with that. A guest check. I like the fact that it's, sorry, I'm picking glue off me. It was hinged, and she's obviously, you know, it was on a stub, and she's obviously just taken the staples out, and I'm thinking that would make a nice hinged piece. Yep, so I'm going to do something with that for this book and for this lovely, lovely layaway ticket. Now, some of these she has got in a store, and some of them she hasn't. She's hoping to get them. That's got a lovely perforated bit on it as well, look. I think they're very, very expensive. You have to buy them in bulk, so yeah, she's going to get some in. It's just a matter, I think, of moving something in a shop. Just spotted that that's come up. I guess to make funds to buy more. See, after what I said about it being easy to work with, I think I just left myself such a small amount to turn over there. I should have maybe put some clips on it to start with. Is there another one there? No, let's have some out of here. Ooh. Just to make sure this one's sticking as well. I'm pleased I used the Fabri-Tac. Oopsie. Don't be like that. Come on. Get yourself glued down. Right, where was I? Oh, this napkin, which is... I've had a long time kicking around now. Oh, it's half one, so I must have used half of it. Still got the backing on though. Yeah, I thought that might be nice. I don't know, maybe on the guest check or this library card or something. Yep, so we'll Mod Podge that onto one of them, or glue stick it onto one of them. Yeah, so those are the things that I'm going to put in there, apart from, you know, what came with the kit. There's a few bits from the kit here that I must have cut out last year, just little pieces. The pockets and the tabs and the things, I did cut them out. Okay, so, and I also brought along, I don't know if I'll use any, but I would like to at least get a couple out and use a couple of birds on it as well, on those bits of ephemera. So those are what we'll be making as well. Right, so I'm gonna, now I've got all those clips in there, I'm gonna have a go at turning this side over and gluing it, because then the corners will be able to stay put, won't they? Yeah. Okay, I'll just take that one off for now. Right, glue. Whoa. Yes. We'll have all you, because you're nearly set, which means if I get you clipped, you'll set quicker. And we'll have plenty of you on. That's it. What did I do with that spreader? Launched it as usual. That's it. Let's get that back across. So put you back in the corner now. That's it. Probably really would be, if you're doing this, the best thing to do would probably be to sit and hold it 5 minutes. That's what I would be doing, I think, if I wasn't filming. Just sit and look out the window at my birds and me squirrel if he comes. You could put a piece of paper and a book on it, couldn't you? Just hold it down. Just really needs a bit of weight until it actually grabs and sets. Did I get some more of those out somewhere? So I'll have to sort this little pot out. It's my little catch-all pot, and it's caught quite a lot at the minute, so it kind of needs a lot of those are bent. I don't want bent ones. They'll make a mess of me. Oh, big needle there. Just put a couple of these on while it does its thing. The thing about the wallpaper as well is it will give, you know, when I bend the middle, when I fold it over, it will give nicely. Let's put plenty on, shall we? And then we can turn it round and do the other side, because time, as always, is clicking by. I was hoping to cut and fold the pages with you, just so that you get a look at the signature, so we'll see. We'll see how time goes. Let's fold this. I probably didn't fold that long one, did I? Before I glued it, that I can remember. There we go. Oops, yeah, another long looper piece. I know you're not set yet, that's it. So I'm going to use it. Oh, lovely. I've not got an awful lot to tell you today, to be honest. Luke's in bed, well, he went to work and then he went out afterwards. So that's my nephew that I live with. He's come back with a friend. I think party season might have started. Well, I'm sure it has, as much as we can have party season in these times. But it must be a horrible times really to be 17, and when I think of all the, you know, the nights out and the fun and the places I used to go and the things I used to do at 17, I kind of can't do that to a big degree today, can we? This COVID malarkey. Yeah, that's Mr. Next Door banging if you can hear. You may not. I haven't a clue what his name is. Yeah, it's not the sort of neighbourhood where the one I came from, we were all very close, our neighbours. We used to have parties together and all sorts, but this is a bit more of a, yeah, people don't mix like that round here, which is fine by me. I'm not a big mixer. I'm not one for having people in and out the house, you know, neighbours and things. An odd visit is nice, and getting together at Christmas and things like that, but I shall go round and get together. Well, not that we have for a few years, have we? With a couple of my neighbours from round the corner, because we're friends. Right, it looks like somebody's hair with hairpins in it everywhere, doesn't it, holding it down. Definitely needs a little bit longer, I think. I'm really eager to see if that's going to cover. It is. Yeah, so it will have a nice shiny, oh yeah, it will. Might even want trimming down a little bit. So yeah, I love those roses on there. It is crying out for a topper, but oh dear, that's little doggy is the other side. Yeah, we'll leave that to dry now and let it do its thing. So I wonder if we've got time to do one of these. I'd like to just do one. I'd like to put a bird on this. Let's see what we've got bird wise. That is probably driving you mad, that. Let's get a few out, because it's nearly impossible to see in that box, isn't it? So we kind of want a wintry sort of bird. He's quite nice, isn't he? What is he? Some sort of a nice as well, the 1/2 inch. There's nice big ones in here. What was I going to say? He was some kind of game bird, that's what I was trying to say. Goose, a duck. Oh, and we've got a butterfly. A robin would be nice, but I don't think that I've seen one. Oh, pheasant. Oh, he's nice, isn't he? I'm going to leave that 1/2 inch out and cut him out, so I quite like him. But I'm liking that pheasant, definitely. Right, so is this the one that I'm going to cover with the music paper, do we think? No. Oops, come out. I was leaning on it and trying to take it out. It's quite a creamy colour, this napkin. I'm not sure it's the right colour for... you know what I'm looking for. Gosh, I keep thinking I've dropped off to sleep because I start looking for a word and I can't find it, and there's just silence. Oh dear. Yeah, it's a bit of a creamy colour, but will it be once it's... oops. Obviously not the whole thing. No, I don't think I do. I'm wondering if it's stenciled or collage. To which do I want? Stencil or collage? We've got the swirl. We could have a bit of both. I'm going to have that busy paper up again underneath it. I'm obviously in an indecisive mood. Right, I'm going to put some lights underneath. In fact, don't put anything on your dauber. Very light. So this is walnut stain, distress ink. Some very light patterning underneath. Might be a bit too light. No, it's not. That's good. Yeah, and I'm going to put some book page, I think, on it, which I had somewhere right next to me. What have I done with you? Oh yeah, there you are. There you are. Right, I've got some little tiny dictionary page. I'm going to take that off again because it really is full on, isn't it? Yeah, I quite like the size of that dictionary page actually. It's a French dictionary and it's you know, quite distressed looking. Quite like the edge of it. Let's have a look. And I'm wondering about a bit of gold on it. I'm going to have to just remove my microphone a minute and stretch. That's it. I've made the microphone wire quite small, so I'm not constantly tackling myself up in it. Got a butterfly escaping there. Back you go. Yeah, I just want to ever so slightly golden the edge. I don't want it to be OTT because, like I say, it's not a Christmassy kind of... I don't know if you can see what I'm doing there. So I'm just using the Brilliance Galaxy Gold. It's if you watch YouTubers, you'll have seen lots of them use this now. It's become very, very popular, which is how I found it and bought it. Just adds a little bit. It is, when it catches the light, it is very bright gold. It's a nice accent for the edges. Yeah, but it wants something else as well. But I am liking him. Is it getting lost? Yeah, I think I might like it in the middle, which means that edge has to come off. And I'll have to put some more gold on. That's a shame, isn't it? Just a touch. Yeah, I preferred it in the middle with more of the, yeah, that's better. More of this guy on it. Yep, so am I thinking label or am I thinking paper? Let's just get this little tray. Oh, I've got some tea bag, which is always nice. These are just, you can't really see because I've got so much in it, but they are just my teeny tiny labels mainly. Some big ones I've got put in with them. So some Tracy Fox labels and some Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah, and just a few others that get chucked in. I quite like that. Don't know that I want brown though. The red one. Yeah, he just pulls that little bit of red out of the face of the pheasant, but do I want it that big? £19.49 that says. Let's try a couple more. No. Oh, what's this? What's this? A little tiny one. No, too tiny. That's one I've just had. No, I think I'm going to go with him, and I might put a bit of tea bag behind it. Just pop that over there. Don't slide off. Whoops, what's that? And I'm thinking I will just distress it up around the edges a bit more, so it pops a bit. That's it. Yeah, and I'll put it on and scrunch it up. So I want a glue stick. I'll put this on first. Yeah, that gold's nice. I'm not sure if you can see it or not, but I can see. Oops, I can see the shine on it already. Where was we, about middle? I hope that was right. Oh, I think I was a bit further over than that. Might want this down here now. Right, I think I do. Don't even know which side I distressed. That one. Scrunch it up a bit, not too much, but just to give it a bit of texture. Art glitter, yes. So what am I doing this afternoon? Well, obviously I'll have to go and get everybody up. We'll probably have some sort of a cooked breakfast, so eggs and toast probably. Oops, we've got to go get some light bulbs. I've had 3 go all at once in one fitting. I think that's probably because when you've got a fitting like that, when one goes, I don't know, but I'm just assuming there's more strain on all the others. Or it could just be that they were all new at the same time and they've got the same amount of life in them, but yeah, that's better. Yeah, 3 light bulbs out of a set of 5 gone, so yes, that's very odd. So we're going to get some light bulbs. I might, if I get a chance, pop in the store next door to where we get the light bulbs and get some, I don't know, I want some new fabric. Now I've got stacks of fabric, don't get me wrong, scraps mainly, but I've got tons and tons and tons of it. But I'm just after something different, of course, to make some covers with, and I don't really know what, which is the other issue. Right, so I could go around this with gold, but I'm not going to. I'm going to use the distress ink. And what are we going to do with this that's going in here? I mean, that has become a kind of creamy colour now, hasn't it? Now it's got the stencil and the distress and whatever in it. I think I might. Let's get rid of this dirty page. think I might cover it, the front of it anyway, with some of this. Is there I think there might still be a piece of backing on there. It don't only half do the job. Let's see. Try it here where it was. Yeah, thought it was quite thick. So there usually is 2 layers. They're usually 3 ply. Occasionally not, but usually they are. These tissues. Whoops. Sticking to my gluey hand. So I think I'm going to cut a piece. Let's go this edge with the scissors so that I haven't got quite so much wastage, because it's nice and I want to keep using it. Yeah, that's better. You can see now through it. Right way up. You will be able to when the glue's on it. That it is actually a library card. Oh, I like that one, I think. The author, the title, as well as the borrower's name and due date. Okay, it's just starting to get a bit cool in here now. It might be time to put the fire on and go for a cup of tea. We've got a fair bit done. We've got a good start, haven't we? Yeah, I'm going to go try and get a bit of the top and the bottom on it. So let's kind of, whoops, play the game. That's it. Ah, there's one thing about using the, maybe I should have put this onto there, that might have been better. Yeah, about using the glue stick as opposed to Mod Podge, I've found is you can, if you haven't pressed it down like that, you can pick it up and re-situate it. Yeah, can you see how that cream just about disappeared then? So I'm going to cut it really close, but I'm not going to cut it as close as it needs to be. I will wait until it's dry before I do that. I will throw those little bits out, otherwise I will be. So yeah, it still needs a bit of edging on it. And I'm wondering if to put a bird on there as well. Would that be too much? Maybe just a label. I think the bird might be too much. Let's see if there's anything else in this label box. I'm just wondering if my big box of labels are anywhere near. Let me just take my microphone off again. Sorry if it's crinkling. Oh, it must be crinkling because it's stuck. Labels. It sounds very loud this morning. Right, let's just see if there's a big plain label in here that I like first. I'll take it off that book because it, again, it's not showing it off to its best. That's better. Well, these are too big. Can you see what I've got going on? Oh, the oval's quite nice. Whoops. I don't know why, but I do feel that it needs a picture. Quite like those two together. What else have we got? Yeah, I like these green labels, but I don't really want a green one. Oh, that's nice. I do like those. Now those are from... might like that on there. Yes, I will. Those are from G-Cur, Happiness in Crafting. Yeah, I'm going to go with those two. I'm going to put them on even though I haven't trimmed the edge yet, because they're not actually going on the edge. Oh, well, we've got one piece of something made as well as the most of the excuse me, most of the cover. Just needs a bit of glue and a stitch and it'll be raring to go then. Yeah, so next time we will put I will trim off camera, trim all the pages down, so we'll probably put the signature together, maybe sew it in, that would be good, and get the rest of the ephemera made, ready to go. We'll have to do that envelope. We'll do the envelope before we sew the signature in, because it needs to be in the signature. Yeah. So that's a plan. If I had a planner, I could write it down and I'd remember. Yeah. So when that's trimmed properly up against, you know, the side and inked round, dare I put it in there? Don't even know if it will go at the minute. Yeah, I think that'll be nice. The ink will bring it down at no end. I should have done some around there, shouldn't I? Just put a piece of paper in there. So if you forget to ink something like that and you don't want ink everywhere, this is a good tip. Just giving my book page a bit of interest as well. Yeah, lovely. Yeah, it doesn't look cream at all, does it? Okay, so thank you very much for spending some time with me there. I hope you're enjoying the project. Give me a thumbs up if you are. Yeah, keep chatting to me. I haven't been very chatty just these last day or two because I've been very, very busy, but I have still been replying to you, so please don't stop. Yeah, keep chatting to me in the comments, because even though I'm only giving you a quick reply, I'm still loving hearing, you know, what you're thinking, what you're enjoying, so I know what to do more of. And you don't say what you don't like, but when you don't mention things, I just assume that perhaps you haven't enjoyed that, so I'll do it less. Yep. So just trying to give you a quick look before I finish. Yeah, obviously it'll have some corners on it, probably some nice silver corners, and then the signature in it's going to be nice, I think. Yeah. Okay, so thank you very much. Please come back and see me again tomorrow, and stay safe. Bye bye.